Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Babajide. I share content on living and thriving anywhere you are, especially in Canada. Currently, I live in Canada, Ontario to be specific, and the city of Guelph. Today, I want to talk about setting your expectation right as you plan to relocate to Canada. So this video is specifically for those that plan to relocate to Canada in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, or those that are already in Canada but you are new in Canada. It's good to set your expectation right so that you are not frustrated, you are not disappointed when you land. Currently, there's a lot of frustrations and disappointments that I've seen from new immigrants in Canada. If for those that came as a landed immigrant, for students, for asylum seekers, I see some disappointment in their eye. As like this is not what we expect to meet, and the reality is most YouTube videos will not tell you exactly how it is in Canada. Most YouTube videos or YouTubers will paint a beautiful Canada on the outside. For recently, a colleague of mine at work was telling me, he said, we see Canada as a beautiful country from outside. Until you get inside, you will see the pressure and the gating and the bottleneck that you will meet or that you will find. Well, to some extent, that is true. Canada is very beautiful outside. But until you get inside, you discover that things are not as rosy as it is because it's not always greener on the other side. So I want to address this mentality that coming to Canada will not just be a walk in the park. So if you're planning to relocate to Canada, you have gotten your PPR and you are happy, you are excited, you're a student, you've been granted study visa, you are excited to come to Canada. I want you to note this. You need to plan ahead. You need to strategize. If they tell you that it takes 2 or 3 months to get a job, multiply it by 2. Assuming you don't get a job for the next 6 months of landing in Canada, what will happen? Okay, so you want to plan as if you are not going to get a job in the next 6 months and you want to have all the resources you need with you. I believe in faith. I am a Christian. I understand the place of faith, that you trust God, you believe in God. But what if the job does not come in the next 6 months? What are the strategies? What are the backup? Do you have people to rely on as a support for the next 6 months if you don't have a job? Are you coming to Canada with enough money to sustain you for the next 6 months if you don't have a job? Do you have a plan B? Like, yeah, you plan to have a job when you come to Canada. Of course, because living expense in Canada is not a joke. It's not a joke. And by the time you spend 1 or 2 months or 3 months in Canada, you appreciate that the value of your currency that you are bringing from whatever country you are is not much. So you want to quickly get a job. What if you don't get a job? What is your plan B? Do you have a family or a friend that will, or at least afford for 6 months, or you have enough money you are coming with? Okay, so you need to think, you need to set your expectation right. You are coming to Canada, is excited, but if you are excited, it's going to be sustained and you want to enjoy Canada for a long time, you need to plan. You need to have your mindset set right. So number one thing you want to do, you want to make sure that you have a plan. Should in case you don't have a job for the next 6 months, you land in Canada, whether as a student or as a landed immigrant, you are still okay. Okay. So secondly, you want to get a skill before you land in Canada. Practical skills like you know how to cut hair, you know how to drive, you know how to pedicure and manicure, you're a beautician, you know those basic things. You're a plumber, you're a carpenter, you have carpentry skills, you have plumbing skills. You can start using those skills to provide services for communities of your country in Canada. For example, communities of Nigerians in Canada, as soon as you land, you can introduce yourself to them and offer your skills, okay, as a service to them. Through that, you can start making money. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? If you are watching this video, my name is Jide. I live in Guelph, Canada. I'm an immigrant here, and I share content on living and thriving anywhere in the world. as an immigrant, and especially in Canada. So if you find this video informative, please, I want you to like it, I want you to subscribe it, and then share this content. Okay, so I'm talking today about those if you're planning to come to Canada, you're already excited, you have gotten your visa, you have already have a date of landing, or you are just landing in Canada. So I'm talking about how you can, why you should set your expectation right, okay, and have a plan, and have, and prepare, make yourself so that you don't become vulnerable to the frustration and the regrets that new people in Canada are facing. Canada is beautiful on the outside, okay, until you get inside to see that you need to have a plan. You need to know how things are working. Yes, I've seen it. Thank you. You need to know how things work in Canada. You need to know how things work. So now, if you are not getting a job in the next 6 months, what is your plan B? You need to have it now, so that you don't get frustrated and the excitement is short-lived. And especially as a student that you have a restricted number of hours to work, you really need to have a plan. Okay, you need to have a plan. So get a skill that as soon as you learn, you can start marketing those skills. And then also you have a community of Nigerians or of Kenyans or wherever national or whatever nationals you are. You identify their community in Canada, join their WhatsApp group, join their Telegram group, join their Facebook group. Okay, now also secondly, there are groups in Guelph where free things are posted. Okay, free TV, free chair, free, yeah. In Ontario where I am, there are still Ontarians, okay, that give out free things. Maybe they are decluttering. Currently we're in summer and quite a number of Canadians are trying to declutter. Okay, they are trying to declutter, so they are trying to clear space, make space available. Some of them have good stuff they are no longer using, and they put it on the curb outside for passers-by to pick up. Some of them post it on Facebook. So if you are there, if you are in Canada, you are learning Canadian and you need those stuffs, okay, some of these things can save you money by picking them up. Some of them, they are good as new. Some of them, they are very okay, that you don't need to go and buy new stuffs. Okay, then thirdly, we have thrift stores in Canada that sell used stuffs. How they get their stuff is that people make donations to those stores and they offer it for the public at a very cheap price. Okay, you can get a top for a shirt, a man's shirt for $5. You can get a woman's leggings for under $10. Okay, you can get very good brand of clothes that goes for $50 when, if it is new, for less than $10. Okay, used but it's still presentable and good. Okay, so if I'm low on budget, you can save money as a new person in Canada by going to thrift store. Salvation Army thrift store is one. Okay, you can go to Value Village, okay, and get those stores for cheaper prices. Okay, so the one thing is that you just have to find a way to brace up to survive at your initial times, as you are new in Canada. So you don't want to be on the wrong side of living expense. So that's my video for you today. So if you are planning to come to Canada, these are my advice for you. Set your expectation right, have a plan A, have a plan B for live to handle living expense, so that your expectation and your experience in the initial period in Canada does not define your entire experience in Canada. So if you find value in this video, please do like it, share it, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Let's go. Peace.